it appears, hypothetically, that teams are going to have really late bye weeks this week, like maybe, say, week 14. Now, if you're playing fantasy football, what is week 14? The first week of the fantasy playoffs. Our fantasy league is going to have to totally revamp their schedule and format.
Damn straight.
Didn't you think about that?
If the NFL regular season is being expanded by a week, I, as commissioner of the Slow Roll Fantasy Football League with all of my poker buddies, that's what we call it, I'm absolutely extending the regular season by a week as well.
So this was a big to-do.
Why wouldn't we?
This was a great question, and I'm glad you bring this up. I'm going to play this back for my idiot friends because a few months ago, when the 18th week, 17th game was officially adopted, I brought it up to them, hey, are we going to add a week, add a regular season game? And everyone was like, no, I like the way we do it. We play everybody once. Let's just keep it 13 games. Now I feel ultra justified in bringing that up now that maybe a team that I root for has a week 14 bye week.
But here's the deal, Chris. Your league has already been established here on this show. And through this show's
we have new viewers all the time, Rich,
burgeoning platform, for those who might be just surfing in to the Rich Eisen Show, where have you been?
Tell them about it, Rich.
We have been on longer than Chris Brockman's league allows people to choose a draft choice. There's no time limit in this man's fantasy league draft. That's insane. Like literally in the Slow Roll Fantasy League, we're talking about 90 seconds per pick being too long. Because once it passes 60 seconds, we're all like, what's taking you so long? How do you not know who's next? We're actually thinking of making it 60 seconds per pick.
Come on, that's crazy.
Why?
What if someone's deciding between like 3 different guys?
Why does it take 2 hours?
What do you mean choose faster? But you got to look at bye weeks and maybe who they play at the end of the season because
but it's a
you want a good
draft.
playoff
It's a snake draft.
matchup.
Like you've got literally 5 minutes to figure that thing out. Look, your league is filled with a bunch of morons. Play that to them as well. And I've met some of them.
You've met a bunch of them.
I've met them.
They're from Staten Island too.
I know, and I understand. So I can say this. I understand. And they're filled with dads as well, right?
Oh, tons of kids.
Okay, and then in pre-pandemic, your league's draft is held in the town where the Super Bowl is won.
Yes.
So you would fly. You would loved it, because you got to go back to New England a lot.
Yeah, we went to New England. We've gone to Baltimore, Seattle, Denver,
Kansas City. Right, was the last time you were in a spot that got canceled.
Kansas City got canceled.
Okay, so the last town you were in was New England.
Well, we had it in Los Angeles. Because we'd been to New England a few times.
Okay, so there was even a home game for it's great. That's great.
Yeah, I do like that they do that.
If I ever get an opportunity to leave the town that my children and my wife are in, and I get to fly somewhere, okay, the last thing I'm going to be doing is sitting in a hotel room, conference room, or somebody's hotel room and sitting around a computer and doing a fantasy draft that takes 12 hours because some moron takes 28 minutes to choose. Who is it?
Brian Hartline.
Brian Hartline. And what round was it?
8th round.
8th round. Like, could you imagine you're sitting around
I can't, Rich.
that long for an 8th round pick and the guy dilly-dallies that far back and forth and then finally goes, all right, Brian Hartline. I would literally
it was the worst.
Call the police on this man.
Why don't you?
And I've said this to his face. And I said, obviously, moron is a very harsh word.
It's endearing, though.
It's an East Coast term to basically express someone's total disgust and disdain with another human being.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not personal, Rich.
So put that all together. If your league, with how many teams in it as well?
We have 14 teams.
14 teams. It's too big. It takes too long.
That's what she said.
It's so much ridiculousness to it. But if you have an extra week and you're ending your regular season in week 13, that means you're going to have 2 extra regular season weeks just doing what? Your league still ends in week 16?
That is my point.
That's absurd.
I am very pro
absurd,
extending it one more week.
Week 17 is going to be something I look forward to seeing.
I think so too.
Tonight.
I think so too.
Or look forward to seeing on Twitter in 2 minutes. Let me know.
It might be up now.
I can't wait to see what week 17 looks like because there is a hugeness to what it will look like after all this time. Week 18 is what it is. Game 17. They'll all be they won't be the added games. Basically the created games from a 17-week schedule. Right. They'll all still be mostly division games because that's where the league wants to go to prevent somebody from taking a knee on an undefeated season like the Colts did years ago because they'd already have everything wrapped up.
Or, I mean, look, there's
all be division games.
7 playoff teams. Like, the seedings will still be up for grabs.
Can't wait.
Chris, aren't you commissioner? Just change it.
I'm not commissioner. Believe me. We have to vote on everything.
Oh, my God.
And it is a pain in the ass.
Now, how long do you get to vote?
3 hours.
Any amount of time?
2 weeks.
No, usually the commissioner will send an email and will be like, get back to me in a week. And then it's
a week?
It's like, what are we doing?
What's going on? With your team, like Rich, time is a luxury.
I'm not in charge.
Time is valuable. My time is valuable.
If I was in charge, this league would be a dictatorship. I would have sweeping changes at a whim.
Like, I'm commissioner of my league, so everyone kind of thinks they have a say, and I'll listen, but ultimately I just do what not what I feel is best for me, obviously, but what I feel is best for business.
Ashton.
Right.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh no, he doesn't.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you.
He has to be a champion to have a say, Rich. He has to be a champion to have a say, and he's not.
Week 14 bye weeks, though. That's late in the year. Just saying.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.